Segment theorem is it says that if we take a segment and we join the two midpoints, so these are the two midpoints of the two sides of the triangle, and if it's parallel, so it has to be midpoint and parallel, because sometimes you get midpoint segment that's not parallel. Does that make sense? Okay, so it has to be a midpoint joining and it has to be parallel, and if that happens, then it's 1/2 the length of the third side. Yeah, if it meets those two criteria, it joins the midpoints and it's also parallel. It has to be both in order to be 1/2. Like in a trapezoid, if you join the midpoints, it's for sure 1/2, but in a triangle, it has to be midpoints and parallel to be 1/2 of the base, basically. Okay, so if UV is 11, so that's 11, and we know that this is a midpoint and we want to find XV, well, what's our answer? 5.5. Yeah, 5.5. Or if you want, you could also just say 11/2. I mean, it's the same thing, whichever answer you'd like to give. Yeah, if I knew what this length was, because this length is not the same as this length, so I don't know. Okay. If we have, this is midpoints. If I know AC is 12, I want to find DE by half, so it's 6. If AD is 5, this little bit right here, what's AB? 10. If DE is 14, AC would be 28. And then I have BC, this big long piece, is 4x minus 2. And EC is 3x plus 1. So I want to find the length of BE. So this one requires a little bit of work. So 4x minus 2, that's the long part, right? That's equal to 2 times 3x plus 1. That's the short part. Question? Okay, so DE, that was this part right here was 14, and this is twice that length.
Oh, so I times those twice.
As long as it's parallel.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to distribute that 2.
You're talking that 2 came from that?
Yeah, because the 2 came from, BC is the long part, right?
Yeah.
And then EC is the short part. So EC is 1/2 of BC. So if I take EC and multiply it by 2, it'll equal, yeah. So then if I subtract 4x from both sides, I get 2x plus 2 equals -2. So I'm going to move over here so I have room. Oops. -2 is equal to 2x plus 2. So if I subtract 2 from both sides, I get -4 is equal to 2x. Divide by 2, x is equal to -2. Okay, but I wasn't trying to find x, I'm trying to find BE. BE is this portion right here. That's what I'm trying to find. Isn't that the same as this length right here?
Mm-hmm.
So if I find this length, I'll know that length. So EC is 3x plus 1. they did it again.
No.
3 times negative 2 plus 1.
-6.
Negative 6 plus 1, so I get negative 5. But I can't really have a length of negative 5.
But if you plug it into BC, it equals -10, so it still works.
Yeah, it still works. It just shouldn't never be negative, but that's just a mistake on their end. This should have maybe been like 3x minus 1 or something to give me a positive number.
That 2 that's right there, that's always going to be there?
This 2?
Yeah.
Well, what I'm saying is if I take, okay, if EC is 1/2 of BE, right?
Never mind. I know. Never mind. It's because I got confused because I thought that was that and that was that. Never mind.
Got it?
Yeah, I got
Okay.
it.
Any other questions on this one? No?
I don't get it, but I understand that one when it comes to it sitting in front of you and do shit. Stuff.
Hold on, let me pause. Okay, so the midpoint line is 1/2 of the base, right? So 8 is 1/2 of y. So then what's y?
4.
16.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, then x is 1/2 of 8. So what's x?